If you take back control of your mind, you take back control of your life. So long as your attention is spread thin, so long as something painful or something negative is eating up your energy, it's always going to be incredibly difficult to actually achieve your goals, pursue what you want in life, and to really live the quality of life that you deserve. And of course, we can let you off the hook and say it's not your fault that bad things have happened to you. It's not your fault that horrible things happen in the world. And yes, that is a pretty good reason to stay where you are, to keep things going as they are currently. However, it's when you have a greater reason to change, to grow, to improve, that you'll finally do something about it and actually take action. If you keep dwelling or extending your suffering because it's so easy to do so and it almost becomes comfortable, then really you are at fault, because you can choose right now in this moment. You can make a decision. A brand new path can open up for you. You can think bigger. You can completely change the picture and the direction that your life is going in an instant. In this very moment, you have that power. And the simple yet so powerful magic happens when you take your attention and really dial it in on what you want. To start thinking about what you really desire, what would give you fulfillment and meaning, what would really inspire you to push yourself and to grow. I know, it's almost too good to be true, almost too easy, but it's even easier not to do. There's so many distractions. There's so much other stuff going on around you that you're getting pulled into. Whether there's arguments in your family, relationship drama in general, or if it's your health, or maybe somebody that you care about, their health is suffering, maybe finances or some type of stress and pressure in your business, it doesn't really matter, because what matters is how you decide to respond. There's always going to be something wrong that you can focus on and really let eat up your attention. Or you can take a moment to step back and think about this from a tactical overview type of perspective, a bird's eye view, if you will, and all of a sudden, it all looks very different. We get entangled emotionally in what's going on day to day. And remember that people are so good at putting their agenda and really prioritizing it over yours and making you feel like you need to be sucked in and drawn in on everything that's happening in their life. And we ourselves are so good at playing the victim or finding things that are just so difficult, so painful. And yet, if we decided to focus on problem solving, and if we decided to focus on how we can improve, then we can do something about it so much quicker. The deeper and longer lasting your negative emotions are, the more convincing they become, the more you are voting for yourself to be that type of person. And of course, I'm not saying that you should compartmentalize and just move forward despite what you're feeling, but rather to really address it instead of dwelling in it. A little bit of confrontation with yourself from time to time is really essential. It's what keeps the wheels turning, and it's also what perpetuates your momentum towards what you truly want. It's such a basic and powerful realization. If I'm thinking about something negative, if I'm being drawn into something that's painful, or I'm extending my suffering in any way, then I'm not focusing on what's actually desirable. I'm not pouring my attention into growth and improvement. You can't do both at the same time. You only have so much energy, and if it's depleted over on one side, then you don't have any to invest on the other. But this is your moment to take back your energy and attention and to really capture all those valuable resources, to no longer let them go to waste, to no longer spin your wheels in circles and be frustrated at the outcome. If you're not happy with what you're seeing as an external result in your life right now in any area, then don't be upset at the external result. Be upset at your process and how you went about getting there. If you're looking at a vegetable field and there's no vegetables for you to harvest, then you probably did a pretty poor job planting in the spring. And of course, it makes sense that in the fall, there's nothing for you to benefit from. You reap what you sow, and it's really easy to get lost and forget that. 1 + 1 = 2. It's the basic thing for us all, that if we put in energy, hard work, attention, if we really dedicate ourselves to a process, then the outcome becomes inevitable. A lot of practice with an instrument makes you good at that instrument. Whatever you put your energy into will expand and grow. And so if you have at all been putting your energy into complaining or being upset and frustrated, being sad or depressed, or if there's any perpetual negative emotions that are looping for you, then of course that is your harvest. You get more of that, and it expands and it grows bigger. It takes over your life, it takes over your identity, and it just plummets your state down to the point where you feel like you have no control anymore. And we have extreme scenarios of that, but we also experience this on smaller scales where maybe for a week or two you just lost your momentum, and all of a sudden a couple of months go by and you're not really crushing it like you used to, and all of a sudden you start to think, maybe I'm not that talented. This is all nonsense. It's all about your process and your systems and what you're putting in. Turn it around. Pick your momentum back up. Take your attention back. Stop letting it slip out of your hands. It is yours to control, and you can make a decision every day to sit down and write out what exactly you're going to be focused on. This type of mind shift will really create so much momentum for you in your life. Even the small little detours that you take, you can self-correct so much quicker and keep your energy pouring into the right areas. But if you want help stepping it up even further, you want somebody that's worked with hundreds and hundreds of clients to help you, coach you every week, hold you accountable, to really help you perform at the best of your ability, to become your best self, then I invite you to jump on a one-on-one call with me. Go over to erafael.com. The link is in the description. Over there, you can book a one-on-one call. We'll talk, see if we're a good fit, and if so, I'll be helping and supporting you every week. Can't wait to talk to you. As always, hope that you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.